All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining again. My name is Gina or Georgina, Gina for short. So it's so good to have you all here today on this beautiful Friday. I'll just jump right into the training so that we don't take a lot of time, as I understand that we either want to get some rest, and continue like with the day's business. So yeah, if you have questions, you have anything you want to say, you could just drop it on the comment section, right? Before the Q&A so that you do not forget. But if you can wait till the Q&A, you can, that's okay. I'll give time for some of us to unmute our mics and speak when in case we have any questions. So today's topic is crack the code, China's export seasons and winning with seasonal products. Welcome, Chris. Um, and we're going to be looking at the timing, trends, and tricks every importer needs to know. The timing, what happens in China during these seasons, what happens in Nigeria during these seasons, the trends we have to follow, and the tricks that each and every one of us needs to know. So we're going to be learning how to plan for Africa's biggest sales seasons, how to avoid delays and price spikes from China, then know when and what to order. All right. So importation is actually a game of timing, right? Aside the fact that maybe we do it like a long-term business thing, right? Where we have to like buy continually as the stock reduces and all of that stuff. But it's actually a game of timing. The timing for a particular season can either make you have a lot of profit or result in losses, right? So it is not about luck, it's just a game of understanding global patterns versus the African demand. So China has production cycles. They have times that they produce a lot, they have times that they do not produce so much, they have times that they are available, they have times that there's no congestion basically. And Africa, or Nigeria, Ghana, wherever you are in Africa, have buying seasons, right? So sometimes it can be all boom, you might sell a lot in a particular season, and all of a sudden everything just selling small like that. But yeah, so there's buying season and there's a production cycle. So the smartest importers need to connect these two, right, to win early. This is going to be like a very short session and I want it to be interactive, right? So if you have anything to say in between, if you have questions, you have experiences, you can always share that. Just stay with us and share that during the QA session. So yes, so timing, respecting China's calendar. So this is what China's production cycle calendar looks like, right? So to get your goods on time, you must follow China's export rhythm, not your local sales calendar, right? So the earlier you plan, the more profit you protect. So the first season is the January to February, right? And this is basically the time where the Chinese people have their new year. And the January time is always towards the ending of January to February. Officially, it's usually a 2 weeks holiday, right? But we cannot just tell you, oh, this is the time that China is going to go on this holiday, because they have to like declare it whenever they see the lunar moon, right? So when they see the lunar moon, oh, okay, the next thing is the new year that follows. So I think this year the new year was January 29th, right? And it ran like all through 2 weeks. Officially it's 2 weeks. But because of maybe others that have been, like customers or importers like us have probably made during this period, everything just slows down, right? So it's like a total shutdown. Like they shut down everything to celebrate their new year. And even if you place an order with a supplier during this period, don't attend to it. It will be there. You can see that your order has been placed, but it will be attended to after the holiday, right? So if you are like I put here what you should do if you are looking forward to like buying for maybe Valentine sales, right? Please place your orders mid-December. In that way, when you place your orders or you buy after you paid and all of that, and you get your items shipped during mid-December, probably by sea, it would have left China before the holiday. So your goods will not be just there, just will not be idle waiting in the warehouse until they come back from the holiday and they begin to like, and even when they come back from the holiday, it's still not very fast because everybody's trying to like settle down, everybody's trying to settle in. That even if you place a new order when they are back from the holiday, they won't even attend to it because they have to attend to those orders that people placed during the holiday first before they attend to the ones that were placed when the holidays were over. So it now looks like a stretch. So it could now look like, oh, the Chinese New Year holidays entry like 3 to 6 weeks. All right. So it's very important that you know this to be able to plan your buying or your stocking of your items. So the next period is March to June. So this is like the spring season. It's just like the way the normal season is here. And if you notice, right, this period, the exchange rate, shipping rate drops a bit, right? And production is on the high side because there's no congestion. This time they are already like, shipping out people's items. You can now place your orders. Everything is now like moving very, very slowly. So this is the period that is best for restocking and for training goods, right? You get to see like everything just comes out because there is no, oh, I need to, quickly do this. Oh, the holiday, we're rushing, we're doing this, we're doing that. So this is like a free flow. This is the time where you can, buy those items, right, that you might likely want to sell as they go, right, that are not really seasonal, but yeah, they are trending. So you keep buying and, restocking them. So the next period is mid-June. I think last month we announced that there was a holiday that during mid-June, and that is the Dragon Boat Festival. It's a 3-day holiday, right? And it's not like a total shutdown, but others taking are always very slow. Even the warehouse activities are also very slow. So if you have urgent orders, you just need to like be able to track these things that, oh, this particular time I don't need to place an order here because nobody will attend to me. And even if they do, it will even come out early. So urgent orders should be avoided during this week because nobody's going to attend to it. And even if they do, it won't get to you very quickly. So we have August to October, which is the peak export season, like very high demand. Why this is like a very high demand period is because this is the time where people will want to buy for what they call it, Black November or Black Friday. That's for November. Black Friday, Christmas sales, Christmas and New Year sales. This is the time where people want to buy so much because if you do not buy this period, I can assure you the shipping fee you'll be paying when you are supposed to, maybe during maybe when it's like October, November, will be higher than what you're actually paying during this period. So this is like a peak export season period and high demand. People want to buy things. People want to stock their shops or wherever you're doing your businesses, and you can actually book or you can ship your goods by sea in August and it will get to you before Christmas or before the Black Friday, which is the Black Friday sales, November and all of that. Then we have October 1 to 7. This is like the golden week. It's a 7-day shutdown, right? So it's almost similar to that of the New Year because everything is on shutdown. Any orders placed within that period will be attended to after the holiday. So even if you place the order like after the holiday, it is still those ones that were placed during the holidays that will be attended to first, right? So orders will be paused then till you get them, and maybe probably late September and all of that, because of that holiday, because they are trying to, like, track all of that stuff and all of their stock and all that. So the next period rather is the November to December, which is the minute rush. This is where, everybody wants to, like, buy some things. Of course, you can actually, buy during this period. Very, very, very good for you to buy during this period. But it's very good that it's also best that you keep in mind that the freight gets very expensive, right? So that's why, if you want to, bring in a lot of things, you want to maybe do a sale, right? It's advisable for you to buy much earlier, because, or if you even buy during this November, December, just consider it that, oh, this is not an item I'm expecting early. It's probably next year February, right? I should be expecting this particular item. So this is Africa's Nigeria, Ghana key sales season, and this is when to order. Key sales season means that these are the times that you find out that sales are at its peak, right? Not just like every normal day. So we have the back to school season, we have Black Friday, we have Christmas, we have Valentine's Day. I know we might say, oh, Easter is supposed to be here, but Easter is not really like a very, very, not a peak season. It's not a time that a lot of people, will want to like buy so much, because they can just, sell what they have that period, right? It's just almost the same. But you find out that these particular seasons are major, major in the market, and they feel that, oh, children needs to go back to school, right? So we need to stock up, we need to get things going. Black Friday, oh, I want to sell out things. I want to do sales. I want to, like, end of the year sales. I want to, so that I can prepare for the new year, right? And bring in new stock. Christmas is like a very big, big season. People want to get new clothes, get new stuff, and Valentine's Day is like everywhere. It's, like everywhere is just gonna be red. So these are like the key sales season, and the sales period are August to September, right? That's for back to school. We all know that. That's when, children are preparing, maybe probably they are on their summer lessons and are preparing to go back to school. So this particular period is a peak period where you need to have made sure that if you're going to be selling children stuff, if you're going to be like dealing with children items or whatnot, this is the period where you should have even gotten your goods before August to make sure that you're able to make a lot of sales, right? So it's better you ship at June, but even if you ship at July, it still gets like maybe September, right? But it doesn't really fall within that August to September, but it will definitely get like September. Then if you're doing air shipping, probably July is it's a very good time for you to shipping goods that you would want to sell for back to school. Then for Black Friday is the November period. That's where people do like even in China they do 11/11, right? It's a discount period where you get to like buy stuff at a very discounted rate. You can also, take the opportunity of buying things that period, and you could keep it. The good thing is that you can actually even keep your goods. Maybe buy at a stretch all through November, because they do discounts all through November. That's 11/11 for you. If it's something you can do, right? You're watching it, you can keep your goods and wait to ship later. All right. So, but if you would want to like do a November sales, it's advisable for you to ship out if it's with C by August, so that you are able to get it very quickly and it doesn't like, waste a lot of time, so that you don't run at loss. Because it will be too bad if you buy these things for November, that's the Black Friday, and you're not able to sell a lot of them. But you could still sell, but that sales now and how people want to get stuff during that period. So if you're using air shipping, it's advisable to ship October, right? So so advisable for you to ship October. So during Christmas, which is December, and everyone is like Christmas, December. If you are buying anything, maybe the Christmas lights, Christmas clothes, things that people really use and need during Christmas, you should ship them out by sea at September, right? ship them out by sea at September. And if it's something that is very little, not too bulky, and you feel that you can actually risk it, you'd use sea air rather. That's like early November, and to get to you before the end of November, yes, it will get to you, and you're able to plan yourself and go about yourself. So the next peak season for Africa is the Valentine's Day, which is February. So like I mentioned earlier, that's the in China, November, December is like a rush period, right? The late rush. Everybody's trying to close up sales. Everybody's trying to check their stock. Or how did we do this year? What are the things that are left at the warehouse? What do we need to take out? You can actually buy things in December against February, right? So that you don't start waiting for your items to get here early on. You don't also lose money. So it's advisable for you to have even bought, maybe you should have even started like gathering your stock. If you are the kind of person that doesn't buy everything at once, you should have started buying your things from like late November, right? Late November, December, like that, until you are done buying it. Then you ship out at December. That's for the sea. And if it's for air, you can ship out early early January, right? So you have to like work backwards. Don't plan from like your sales date. Don't think that, since I'm going to be selling at maybe I'm going to selling on in the month of February, I can just buy these things January and it will get to me before then. No. So you have to work backwards. Don't plan your sales date. Plan from your delivery date, right? Plan from the time that you need those items to be shipped out before it gets to you and you can start making sales. So these are the trends. Sell what is moving, not what you like. All right. We might like something so much, but actually that's not what the market needs. So it should be what is needed at the moment, what is moving, what are people buying at the moment. Those are the things that you need to look out for. So you in business, you don't do emotions. We we try everything as much as possible, as even if you're doing what you love to do, even if you want to sell something you love, even if I'm a skincare girly, I like to sell skincare products, don't sell what is not moving, right? You tie your money down, and that's not good for business. So you know emotions, you just data, and you see where to find these trends. Google Trends. And I remember we had a training on Google Trends, and the video is already on YouTube, so you can watch it to see how you can use Google Trends to actually find out what is selling, what is moving, and what is actually going to blow in the next few months, right? It was a very wonderful experience for people that were there. You're able to see like the old data. You're able to see, oh, I think this thing will sell. Even people have started talking about it. So likely in the next 1 to 2 months is going to break out. Like people are going to be buying it and all of that stuff. So you can also use TikTok and Meta ads, right? I think we also spoke about that on how to find out what your competitors are selling, right? Where we used Meta ads to and TikTok ads to see what people are actually selling, what people are actually advertising. And we also talked about how those things that people advertise are likely those things that people will buy, because nobody will spend money on some to advertise a particular can you hear me? I'm sorry, I think. Okay, you could just give me a reaction if you can hear me. I think someone said the line is breaking. Can you hear me? All right. So I was talking about TikTok ads. That's TikTok shop and Meta ads, right? Nobody spends money on ads if they know that that particular thing is not going to sell. I won't keep putting my money, promoting an item that will not bring me any customer or bring me any profit. So you are able to find out what is trending in your niche, like what you're selling, or the kind of business you're doing through TikTok shops, right? Through the ads. All right, thank you so much. So These three tools: Google Trends, TikTok Shop, TikTok Ads, Meta Ads, Jumia and Konga bestsellers are very good places for you to find out what is trending in a particular season, right? These are the places you can just go and spy. You can spy on your competitors through their ads and just know, oh, okay, what are these people talking about this period? Oh, what's something I can do better? What is something I can do well? So these are the places that you can find them. Then we have like seasonal examples for people that sell children's stuff, back to school. People are going back to school. Water bottles, flags, lunch boxes, bags, stationaries, and stationaries and all of that stuff, right? You can sell all of those things back to school. Black Friday, you find out that Black Friday, what really sells during that period is fashion, electronics, beauty tools, gadgets. If you've checked the trends over the years, you find out that gadgets are always having discounts during Black Friday. That's the November period. So if you are someone that is into gadgets, electronics, this is a very good season for you to make a lot of money. You already know how your profit margin is, and you know the reduction that you can, I can remove about 5 to 10%, and I'll still make a lot of money. And the way and the way the market works and the way people buy, when they see discounts, I could tell someone, I'm going to give you 5% discount, but you pay shipping fee. And I'll say, oh, no discounts, but you pay shipping fee. But the 5% I'm actually, giving you was actually the shipping fee. So yes, but that's by the way. But you understand how this thing works, right? So we also have during Christmas, the decor, the toys, hairs sell during Christmas. People want to look good during Christmas. So that's like a major, major, major sale season for wigs, human hair, and all of that stuff. That's even for Valentine, right? Christmas and Valentine, wigs, hairs sell a lot during that period. So Valentine perfumes, couple items, candles, cards, pajamas. If you're into fashion, clothing, and you want to like create gift items for couples that period, pajamas works very fine, like very good. All of these things are items that you can actually sell during this season. So tricks how to stay ahead of the crowd. So importation becomes hard when you follow the crowd too late, right? So you have to follow no road. You have to be like, your eyes have to be like your eyes have to be like everywhere. And that's why as business owners, we should always research, right? We should always look out for things. We should always, we should not stop at a place and say, oh, I feel I've learned enough. No, we see new trends every day. So you have to keep learning, keep following people, keep checking what other people are doing that you don't even know, because the information is out there. So you won't find it unless you look for it. All right. So you have to order early. If you are using air, like, right, if you are using air, please start gathering your links or products, or adding to carts like 4 weeks earlier, right? Before you start even thinking of, oh, okay, let me start gathering my items. It helps you plan better. You know what? You are able to even go back and check the items. These are really what I want, so that you don't rush and buy things that you don't even need, or things that you just buy out of impulse. Like, oh, I think this thing looks nice, so let me buy it. Yeah. So start ordering 4 weeks earlier, like earlier or ahead, and all of that stuff. So for sea freight is 8 to 10 weeks ahead, right? You order early, then avoid peak rush. Anytime that you know that this particular period, especially if you are going to be buying in bulk and it is not an urgent order, don't place Christmas orders in November. Place it earlier. Any other you're like placing, maybe November, December, just zero your mind. Just know that it's not for Christmas. It's for next year. That if you're going to be using C, just put it that my goods, so I'm buying in November, is for next year. So don't expect that you're placing your order for Christmas, like for Christmas, and you expect it to come December. No. So focus on the next season sales. Valentine is coming, so you can, you can buy then. So any season that you feel that, oh, I miss, I want to sell for Black Friday, but I miss Black Friday. Just put your mind out, oh, okay, I can actually make sales, do like December sales. If I do not do Black Friday sales, I can do December sales and all of that stuff. So yes, use Proc 360 tools, right? Order with your product links or pictures. That's if you are not able to order them yourself, you can send it to Proc 360 and it'll do like all the sourcing, all the stress for you, right? So you're able to like pay your suppliers, track your shipping. And in cases where you are even stockpiling, right, before you even ship out, as a Proc 360 user, you already have like 30 days free storage in the China warehouse. So that's already an advantage. That's already something that you can leverage on. You already know that, oh, I can actually keep my goods here for 30 days free. So why not? Why can't I just buy and keep them until I'm ready to ship out within those 30 days? So also request for quality checks and all of that stuff. So common mistakes to avoid, like I mentioned earlier, ordering too late, forgetting the holidays, right? As much as we will announce these holidays, as business owners, you should always have it at the back of your mind that this season, this is what this thing is for, so that you're not expect story that touch that, oh, I think I placed my order during this period, I can't get it. You, of course, you won't get it quickly because this is not when you're supposed to like place the order. Yeah. So relying solely on verbal promises from suppliers, even if a supplier assures you that, don't worry, during the new year your items will be shipped, it's a lie, because you already know that it's a total shutdown, nothing will work, warehouse will be congested. And even if they do, it's after the holiday. And even if they say, oh, once you place your order after the holiday, ships out immediately, that's not true. You still have to wait, because they have to attend to people that place their order during the holiday before even the person that placed after the holiday. So don't rely solely on verbal promises from suppliers. All not confirming the freight timelines, the shipping timelines. Please confirm, know how long it's going to take to get to you, so that you are able to plan ahead. Then the next mistake is that we should avoid is waiting for customer to demand before we act. Sometimes let's just be proactive with our buying, right? We already know what our customers like, we already know what they want. So we can actually buy those things and keep, if you believe that, or if it's something that, especially things that that doesn't get bad, right? And you know that if I should post a picture like this, I know my customers will know, we just buy it at once. Of course, you don't need to wait for them to demand for it before you act. Buy them, keep them. You can stockpile and keep posting and showing people that this is it. So smart planning equals smart planning equals smooth selling. So what you should do next as a business owner, you pick your target sales season, right? Whatever season that you like, that you feel that you make a lot of sales. You decide on your product focus. If you're someone that is dealing with maybe you're a pre-order vendor, you should know what is selling during this period and you buy more of those things. If it's a business and you already have like a niche, you should know what is selling in your particular niche and buy them. So use the export calendar that I just spoke about. Place your order early, not later. Use Proc 360 to simplify it all. So your importation life can be easier. All you need to do is just plan well. So with that, we've come to the Q&A session. So if you have questions, please ask away. Oh, okay. What's the minimum amount of money for mini importation? This question is very tricky. I wouldn't say there is a minimum amount, right? But I would say, what is your budget, right? First off, you should know what your budget is at the moment, and you should make sure that whatever budget you have, you are considering how much it will take to ship down those items. You can use 10,000 naira to start a mini importation business, but what you can do, maybe in case you don't have enough capital, is to probably do a pre-order, thing, maybe create a pre-order group, right? Get people to trust you enough to pay for items before they come and use their money to buy, right? That if you don't have enough capital, I would advise you to do that. But if you want to start solo, you want to get like money, I would say prepare well, have a budget, and work with your budget. I don't think there's a minimum amount of money, right? But just know you cannot buy with 10,000, 20,000 because of shipping fee and all of that stuff. Okay, can you give us when China do most of their promo? This like an advice. If you know what you want to order is going to be produced by the seller, please order early. Oh, okay. My question. Okay. Yes. So if you are the promo period for China, different periods, right? The first one, we have November. I already mentioned 11/11. That is what that period is, called. It runs all through November 1st to 31st. Different promos, discounts, free shipping, right, to the warehouse. So if you're buying yourself, you already know that, oh, okay, I can get free shipping here. You check, you see them. It's all there's like a banner on if it's 1688 you're using, there's a banner that shows it like, oh, 11/11 sales is going on. We have the mid-year sales, right? So your eyes you need to be very fast enough to grab it. It doesn't really stay long. We have New Year sales. It also doesn't stay long, but for the major discounts, major promos, that the discount period that runs all through is November. November is like a peak period where they do like their discount. But you can also check to you can also check, right? You can also check to see if suppliers are running a discount on their product. Some people do it randomly, like, right? Some suppliers give promos, give discounts on their product at any point in time or like in the year. So you can always look out for suppliers like that might just, likely give you a promo. And the good thing is if you are just, new to 1688, they give you lots of discounts, right? Because just like, welcome, they are very hospitable. So they're like, oh, welcome. Before you go further, let me just give you, make you feel all good and relaxed in this particular space. So yeah, so that is it. I don't know if I answered your question, Ademola. All right, thank you. So Master Chris said, let's say 40K. What niche can you go into with such capital? I'm a student, but I want to be doing a side also to support myself. I don't know. I'm thinking. I think the major thing now is not the buying the items, right? You can actually use 40,000 to buy the items. It's now about where is the shipping fee going to fall into. Is the shipping fee part of the 40,000, right? And you also need to consider the weight of the items. You also need to consider, can this package be this small to be shipped, right? Can it be, can a very small package be shipped out? So you need to, like I said, you need to you need to have sat down, right, and check with the shipping fee to be able to come to the conclusion that, I think 40K can work. But as a student, we have things like I said earlier, you can do a pre-order business, right? You can sell jewelries, you can sell face masks, right? Things that are going to move very well in school. What girls really like, what guys really like, that you can buy. Clothes, you can buy clothes, but I don't think 40K will be very sufficient to be able to, do clothes and bags. But you can just do a pre-order thing, right? Get your customers to trust you enough to be able to pay you, so that you use the money to buy and ship the things and make your profit. At the end of the day, you did not, use your capital. You used the money you were given. But before then, you need to have done proper research of the products, know the price, know how much it will cost for it to be shipped. Then you start posting, adding the prices, and you make your money. All right. But yes, I think that's that. Oh no. I don't have a lecture on pre-order. I don't have a lecture on pre-order, but it's basically the process of, mini importation, right? I think I'll consider working on that, and I'll let you guys know in the community. All right. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. Remember, we have our DT series. That's the digital transformation series training in 2 weeks' time. Guys, I'm telling you guys now so that time you guys not say, oh, I didn't know. That's why I didn't attend. So we're going to be doing something really okay. All right, you can unmute your mic, please. Oh, okay. I think that was a mistake. All right. So our DTS training, our DTS training is in 2 weeks' time. All right. So I want to put it out there so you guys can, plan towards it. Last month was on Google My Business. I want to believe that a lot of us have created a Google account, right? But if you have not, please, gather the resources that was spoken about, the videos that you need, the pictures, and all of that, and create a Google account so that people can easily find you. People know that you're legit and you're not a scam. All right. Um, then someone asked, when can you give us a lecture on pre-order? Don't worry, I'll let you know in the community. All right. If you're in the community, you definitely see it. So yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Thank you for making my evening. Thank you. Thank you. Do have a great evening. Please rest over the weekend and prepare for money making. We make money every day, but yeah, get some rest. Have a lovely weekend. Bye, guys.